us. Little Irish girl tryna, best place to be. Pull up a seat, feel the unity. One love, big heart, Irie vibes only. She worth her weight in gold, shining like the sun. Kind and caring daughter, biggest heart ever come. From every walk of life, she open up the door. Make you feel valued, loved, respected, heard for sure. Empathy in space, ready to lend a hand to the less fortunate across the troubled land. Fought many battles, slain our demons in the night. Turned up into wisdom, walking in the light. Little Irish queen, big personality. Loudest laugh, a bubble, infectious like the sea. Tears of stream, side a split, but full of love so deep. Respect and gratitude in her heart we keep. No bullshit talk, she tell it like it fucking is. Passionate for recovery, healing all the kids missing, murdered, vulnerable. She a voice so strong. Come along, join the fun. Be a theater, sing along. Hey. Hey. Life experience priceless, shoes from many feet. Genuine vibe, she carry pure and oh so sweet. Advocating Lord for the lost and broken ones. Turning darkness into hope in the morning sun. She been through the fire, come on stronger, bold and true. Helping all the sufferers, the Irish thing she do. Wisdom in her words like ancient roots in her ground. Options in her veins, spreading love all around. Little Irish queen, big personality. Loudest laugh, a bubble, infectious like the sea. Tears are stream, side a split, but full of love so deep. Respect and gratitude in her heart we keep. No bullshit talk, she tell it like it fucking is. Passionate for recovery, healing all the kids missing, murdered, vulnerable. She a voice so strong. Come along, join the fun. Be a theater, sing along. A little Irish girl, fight to love her, heal true. A little Irish girl, fighter, lover, healer true. From the streets to the screen, she lift up me and you. Biggest heart in the game, Irish fire in our soul. This channel is a safe place. Make the broken whole, Jano. One heart, one love. Little Irish queen, worth her weight in gold. Taters forever, let the good vibes roll. Come along, join the fun, be a tater, just like me. In this crazy world, she the key to unity. Little Irish girl, we love you endlessly. Irie, Irie, one love, taters, family.
Good morning, taters. Happy Sunday. How is everyone? Look at ya all showing up early. Laura gets the trophy today. Showing up to church. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Willows. Yvette, good to see you, honey. Hey, Donna Joe, 2 retirees. Yep, we gotta take it to church stream. Sandwich.
Sandwich, I don't know who the hell you seem to think you are.
Good to see you. Smoke Show. Hello, Smoke Shows. Cheyenne. Zeppelin, whoever's listening. Hello, Fruit Fly, you fucking ray of sunshine. Get Tree Hugger here. Shame. She had 3 that I know of. One's gone, I believe. One's up. One's members. I'm not sure. I lose track. They all suck, though. I mean, I'll play a little bit of one. She told lots of lies last night. Hi, Retha Bell. Wee Jenny, good to see you. Mickey, hello. Criminal Med, my homegirl. Curious, my friend, with the best avatar ever. Yeah, but not like she's spiraling, but not in a ragey way. More like a scared shitless for some reason way. I don't know. Hey, crazy bitch. Kelly Gibson, Hazel Eyes. Be nice. Hello. Hi, Pipsqueak. You got unsubbed? Oh, no. Well, I'm glad you noticed. All right, Willows. Just so the mods know, if you guys could periodically, hi looking, periodically as you see fit, hi Sly. In my descriptions, if you need it, there's links for hi Witchy, links for like Samsa, stuff like that. So what? No fucking ZD. God, I love you, Gina. So what? No fucking Tony Jr. or AJ Anthony Jr. I should say. She's using her Gypsy Rosa and baby voice again. The sad baby voice. Hi, Fiddle Dee. Good to see ya. Yep. Oh, she is still a loser. So, right? Like, what the fuck was going on last night, huh, kids? She sure couldn't finish the fucking sentence. Yeah, just periodically, because I'm going to be talking a lot about kratom, and when you see fit, just like the SAMHSA link or whatever links you find necessary, or appropriate. It doesn't have to be excessive, just here and there, just so that people know their resources. Also, I'll be playing a TPE video. She's got a lot of links in there. Those are all the videos I'm going to play are in my description. So if you need, hey, Rana, if you need links for resources, they'll be in the video in my description has lots of links. The video from TPE. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, guys. Let's see. These people out here tell so many lies. They forget the story they talked before. All anyone has to do is pay half attention and we'll catch them. Yeah. Yes, Sam does have a little channel. She's got cute little shorts on there. Not shorties, but sometimes shorties. She's got shorts on there. So last night, the beach addressed the whole buying Craig kratom. I know. It's really gross. But she addressed the whole. Well, let's look at Angela's post. Yes, from 2 days ago now, I think. Let's look at that first, and then we'll get into her. We'll show her a little bit of a stream, and then I got a surprise for y'all. Yes, Narcan vending machines, awesome. And there's also Next Distro where you can, and I just did it, so you can go online. It takes you about 5 minutes. You can order free Narcan delivered right to your doorstep. So, Shorty's his own. So, that's Next Distro. I can do that one, actually. Give me 1 second. free. Okay, shoot. And I just did it, and it took probably a week. And it takes about 5 minutes online. So it's much, much worth it. I had to order some and I wanted to try it because I do put the website in here. I wanted to try it, and mine had expired. So thankfully I didn't have to use it. But I did need to replace it. So let's see. Someone wrote that kratom withdrawals are just as bad as opiate withdrawals. And she said, why has she not had any withdrawals then? Which is an odd thing to say. It was very odd, wasn't it? First of all, I thought this was about Craig. Second of all, like me, I never had a drug problem. I had a not having drugs problem. That was my problem. You're good unless you run out, right? So diabetes, yep, that's very common. Hi, Robert A. Kaiser, aka Roberta. It's good to see you. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is why it is known as gas station heroin. It absolutely is. So, let's see. All right, so let's read Angela's post, and then we'll look at her little proclamation that she made last night. All right, so this was a couple posts down, but I wanted to read this one. It says, I believe it was from, what's today? From Friday. So Angela says, I wondered often why Brittany would call people when her and Craig were having a fight. I thought it was the case in case things escalated that she had a witness. Now she's unmuting so we can hear him when we know she's fully capable of muting and unmuting. Brittany, you had so many people offer to help you, but now you supply him with kratom and alcohol in your home with your kids. He's already paranoid as hell. He was going to pull a gun on a dot worker. But let's get angry at people concerned for the infant in that home. Let's spin it into people attacking the baby. People have more than enough reason to have concern. I agree. The effects of kratom addiction, physical health consequences, organ damage, gastrointestinal issues, cardiovascular problems, psychological disturbances, mental health decline, cognitive impairment, psychotic symptoms, social and relationship issues, isolation, neglect of responsibilities, financial and legal problems. Check, 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 check for some people around here. Hey, Lady K, good to see you. Sorry to barge in, but you might be seriously interested in clips proving statements. What? Hold on here. Hold on. Let me look. Sorry, I gotta scroll back. Yeah, I'm not sure that's. Yeah, not sure. Okay, I see that. All right. I will I think Lady K is a sorry, I'm just trying to think Lady K is a sub of I think I've seen her in Granny's. And oh no, you're all right. It had links in it, so I understand. I was like, how are links showing up? It was weird, but I will when I can, I will look at the channel that that was put in. Hey, Madison. Yeah. Oh, really? Dave, oh, God. It was, yeah. Well, yeah, you can, curious, but not in every state. Um, yes, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, I think she's okay, but yeah, that was weird. That's why I was looking at it and I was like, oh shit, but I will look at the channel for sure. Thank you. Um, yeah, you can buy kratom at the gas station in North Carolina for sure. I'm in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and Gina's locked in. Yeah, I think lithium would be more appropriate. Something. Hi, Christine. Um, but yeah, I missed somebody up here. I was going to say hello to, I think. Okay, I'm all right. I'm good. Okay, so yeah, this post was interesting. So we're going to just review a little bit of Brittany. Are you okay with the subject, Irish? Yes. What do you mean? All right, let me get back on track here. All right, we're going to watch this last night and hear how, well, we'll just hear it.
I think that might would help a little bit too in this situation where, which I don't even know. Maybe that's not even what, maybe that's not even what I need to do. But first of all, oh my God, there's just so many things I want to say. I don't take kratom. I've never taken kratom. I don't even know much about kratom. All my life,
Oh, you don't say. You don't know much about kratom? I don't know why you'd be buying it, though, for Craig if you don't know much about it. But anyway,
all my mom might want to say, I don't take kratom. I've never taken kratom. I don't even know much about kratom.
I know, honey.
All my life, on my mama's grave, I have never taken kratom. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's legal and you can get it from the vape shop. And I mean, what a grown man wants to do with his business, as long as it's within the confines of the law, that's his business. And I'm not going to sit here and try to explain myself or anybody else to you. Who are you? Let's open. I want everybody that's coming and pointing the finger, open your doors and let us shine a light into your home. Let us see.
No, you put your whole shit out here, and so we're gonna have things to say about it. Hi, Gary, Tessa. Good to see you guys. We'll be. What's this? A lady lives across the street from me is flat out hooked on the 7-0. I'm thinking it mirrors opiate. Yes, it does. Hey, Mrs. What's it? Well, why the fuck are you buying it for your man, father of your children? Exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure. I got mixed results. Hi, generic YouTube name. I got mixed results as far as whether it's going to be legal or not legal or what's going to happen. I'm sure eventually it's going to be banned because it's awful. I mean, I'm in Milwaukee. The vapes aren't even legal here, So, yeah. Hi, hopeless dreamer. Yeah, there's shenanigans going on. I don't know, Madison. I don't put anything past her. I'm kind of leaning like no, but I don't know, man. She is pretty diabolical. Hi, Pet My Peeves. She's pretty diabolical, though. I wouldn't put anything past her. But anyway, so she clearly says here, right, that she doesn't know much about kratom. She just knows it's legal in her little Gypsy Rose baby voice. All right. So, thanks to, I was watching Trisha last night. Trisha Talks, and she showed part of this clip. And the description link is in my description. This is from Cait Does Crime in 2022. And wait, I was going to look at the date. This was during the Marvon McRae case. And it's pretty interesting. If you don't know anything about this, hold on to your britches because, wait, okay, July 23rd, 2022. So this is 4 years ago, almost exactly. All right, we're going to thumbs up. Let me get to Brittany J shows up on this panel. The title is The Dark Side of the K Plant with Special Guests, McRae Case Updates. So I'm just going to scoot ahead. What it is there's two women on here who have lost family members. One of them is a son. I think they're both children of these women who died from kratom. This was 4 years ago. So tell me again, Brittany, how you don't know much about kratom.
And pain pills and fun.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
So this is where Brittany comes up. She was a planned guest. These two women here, I believe, both lost children. I'm not going to, out of respect for them, I'm not going to skip over. This live is only like an hour and a half long. I'm going to speed it up a little bit. But I'm not going to, out of respect for the children that they lost, I am not going to skip over it. But Brittany does participate in the conversations. So, and here is Marvon McRae. Rest in peace to him and the best to his family. I'm just going to go and play it. I'm going to speed it up to 1.5. Please let me know if it's too fast. Hey, Dawn K.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me pull up the other one. And then this is, oh, it's so small.
Hey, Black Rabbit.
Sorry, did the echo stop?
Yeah, I can't hear an echo.
Oh,
This
you look
is-
pretty tonight.
Oh, thank you.
You're
Spent
pretty
a lot of time getting ready.
Here's Dre McRae, his wife.
This is Dre. So
Right.
they're basically like, social media influencers, and she,
And yes, thank you. I was going to say that because I've been screaming in my head. I don't know if anyone, I don't think it, my screen is fine, Rana. Maybe go out and come back in. That's a very good point because I've been screaming in my head since I heard her say this shit that alcohol is legal and has been destroying lives and families and innocent people for centuries. So she could shut the entire fuck up about it's legal. I don't give a fuck if it's legal. So is alcohol. And alcohol ruins more lives than most everything. So he consumes both. How this is being fucking normalized is beyond me. And if you're taking part in normalizing this fucking bullshit, you should be ashamed of yourself.
she recorded everything, even her husband having multiple seizures at a time. I mean, she had like 7 seizures in one sitting. It was horrible. So,
am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
Oh, yeah. Power went out for a second.
That's all right. All right, so everyone, Susan, I'm going to try and get through this quick so she could tell her story. They're having storms there, so if we just lose her, it's because she's having really bad storms, but hopefully we don't. She has a really good story to tell. So anyway, they start doing this alkaline.
I might actually, while she talks, I'm going to slow it down because she talks really fast. So here we go. Hey, Tara.
Diet, like the Dr. CB diet, which is like mangoes, nuts, quinoa, things like that. And they start taking, she's almost acts like she's a doctor and is treating his seizures with cayenne pepper.
She's talking about Dre McRae. I'm just gonna
and
skip
lime.
to, here we go.
KRATOM. We're gonna call it K because I don't want to say the word, but they're taking like heaping spoonfuls of this stuff, which could also be causing his seizures. So basically, in a nutshell, he, trigger warning, tries to unalive himself. Messages between and had seizure looked like she was in, and there's the link to the group if anyone wants to check it out. And I asked them if they wanted to share their experiences. So they're here tonight to share their personal experiences with KRATOM or K. We'll call it K. And Susan's going to start. Britt, just letting you know, if there at any point you want to ask a question or anything, just pop in and ask, because I'm sure people will have questions tonight. But I'm going to let Susan start because she's having storms and we want to make sure she gets her story. So whenever you're ready, Susan, you're good to go.
Hi, Selma.
Okay, I just have a short speech about kratom, summarizing it.
Yes, that's a good point. This is a 4-year-old video, so please do not take. Yeah, hi PJs. Please do not take this as fact. There's probably a lot newer information, but I just really find it important to respect her story. That's all. Just keep in mind it's 4 years old.
K grows naturally in Asian countries. K is banned in many countries and illegal in several states. It can be taken by pill, capsule, tea, smoked, or eaten. It affects the same.
She comes right back.
I'll give it a second.
In small doses, it acts as a stimulant. In large doses, it acts as a sedative. Side effects, which include but are not limited to facial flushing, tremors, dry mouth, loss of motor coordination, constipation, and increased urination, depression, dizziness, drowsiness, seizures, sweating, nausea, vomiting, itching, hallucinations, delusions, liver damage, cardiac arrest, coma, and death. Withdrawal symptoms, which include but are not limited to muscle aches, insomnia, irritability, aggression, emotional changes, jerky movements, watery eyes, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, sweating, anxiety, and diarrhea. The long-term effects, which include but are not limited to decreased appetite, weight loss, chronic insomnia, hallucinations, and delusions. And the reasons K is partly so dangerous is because it is not regulated by the government. There is no way to assure each dose has the exact same potency. It can and often does contain toxins such as heavy metals, which can cause serious illnesses and cancers. No warning labels are required. No dosage instructions are on the packaging and have been found to carry diseases such as salmonella, which can lead to hospitalization and death. K interacts with other drugs and medications, causing an increased risk for serious side effects and death. Over 90% of K in the United States is imported from Indonesia. Indonesian Anti-Narcotics Agency, the BNN, is attempting to ban K. However, the economies of many different Indonesian regions are dependent on K. Therefore, the Indonesian government gave until 2024 so the farmers can transition to other crops. Indonesia does not allow this tree leaf for personal use or recreational purposes on a domestic scale in their country. Selling a K product pretending that it is a medicine or food is strictly prohibited within the premises of their country, whereby protecting their own people from addiction, dependency, and death. However, manufacturers and wholesale sellers can keep cultivating this plant in Indonesia and can export it as and when needed to generate revenues for the development of their country. My 22-year-old son, Matthew, died from an accidental K overdose. He didn't consider it a drug, rather a herbal remedy for fatigue and anxiety. He was proud of the fact that he wasn't using drugs, but as it turned out, he was taking something much worse because it is deceptively marketed as a safe herbal product. It is addictive and deadly as opiates. My family is completely devastated because we have lost Matthew senselessly to the sneaky poison that is destroying lives and families because of the greed of the K industry and their countless efforts to deceive the American consumer. That's all for now.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you for sharing. You got me a little teary. How old was your son?
He was 22. He died November 10th of 21.
I'm very sorry, Susan, for your loss.
Thank you. It's just important to me that nobody else has to be in my shoes if I don't do everything I can do to make sure that people are aware. I could not live with myself to put other people where I'm at. I've had times where I don't even want.
22 years old, her son was. And all that was in his system was kratom, caffeine, and nicotine. That's it.
I don't live.
Yeah, it's terrible. So is it okay if I ask some questions?
This is my son.
Oh,
No, that's ketamine.
Yes, you can
Very
Ron.
handsome, Susan.
Very
Thank you. You can ask me questions. Yes.
So was that
Hi, Jen
you had
K.
told me earlier, and I just wanted other people to hear. Can you tell people what did he have in his system when?
Okay, they ruled as an accidental K overdose or mitigraginine overdose, which is one of the main alkaloids responsible for how it works. And he had that in his system, and he also had a small amount of
thank you, Women's Warrior.
and
Hello,
a regular
honey.
average amount of nicotine in the system, and there was nothing else. There was not any type of prescription or street drugs or anything else in his.
Hi, B-Fam. Actually, I found this through Trisha. Trisha Talks on her Kick. So I can't take credit. And Audacity also sent this to me. So, yeah.
System when he died.
Yeah, I just thought that was really important because I wanted people.
No, they are talking about kratom, honey. They're talking about kratom on this panel. So, well, she might have, but I think it might have actually come from nonsense. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that they are talking about kratom on this on this panel. Oh, you mean on the panel? Okay, I see what you're saying, Laura.
Oh, that I know a lot of people think that maybe it's caused because people were
Hi, Rebel
mixing
Soul.
stuff, but really he only had a little bit of caffeine, which is a normal everyday thing for most people, and nicotine. So I think it's a big deal too because it's so readily.
No, silly. It just it doesn't show up with the jewels, honey. That's all. I would never. Hi, Detroit Rock City.
Available, and it's in
yes.
like
for
I
those,
see it.
For those coming in, this is a panel that Brittany was on July 23rd of 2022. when last night she said she doesn't know much about kratom. She just knows it's legal.
At the gas station, I go to the gas station, and it's like up on the shelf where you can just buy it, and I think a lot of people don't even know what they're getting in it, or like what is in, like if there's anything mixed in there, or what they're taking. So
not gonna lie, I've only heard hi, by the way, I'm Brittany, to those of you that I haven't had a chance to meet. Up until this point, like
Hi,
I've
Jasmine.
only ever heard positive things about the substance. How old was your son again, if you don't
Hi,
mind?
Mittens.
Yep, he was 22. He was in perfect health. They found no other problems with his whole system, his whole body, his brain. Everything was perfect. And he was playing cards with his girlfriend after taking the kratom. I'm sorry, the
It's
K.
okay. It happens.
Yeah, don't worry if you say
he
it.
went to stand up and had a seizure, and then went into cardiac arrest, and they were never able to resuscitate him.
Was that his?
So her son was 22 years old, was in perfect health, and all that was in his system was kratom, nicotine, and caffeine.
First seizure?
As far as I know.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I've only heard good things about
Hi,
it too, so I
Kimmy.
thought it was really important to kind of like look at it from another perspective. And no way I'm saying, like, I don't know if it can be helpful or not to people. I've heard some people say that they have a good experience with it, and I'm not trying to like
Hi, Jackie Blue.
take that away from anyone, but I believe there's also situations where people just don't jive with that, or they have some pre-existing condition that they don't know about, or or maybe they don't know.
Kratom won't show up as anything. They have to specifically test for it. It can be tested through blood and hair follicle. I don't know any other ways. There might be other ways, but blood and hair follicle for sure.
Know what's in it. So
I
think
pick me.
it's just good to get this information out there, so people can be careful if they are taking it. And you said he was taking it for like anxiety and
Yes, he had anxiety, and it also gave him energy.
yeah, I
He
think
was a very hard worker. He loved working hard, and he loved that it gave him energy.
Yeah, I've heard that too, that it gives you like a burst of energy. So a lot of people take it like recreationally for that reason, or to help them get through their day and get stuff done. Or people who have chronic pain take it, and that's one thing if you have chronic pain and it's an alternative to help do that. But for a perfectly healthy person to have complications and pass away because of this is scary. And especially and I've also heard that a lot of people become addicted to it too. Like I think a lot of people want to substitute one addiction for another, or replace what they were taking before, and they try and take
Exactly.
it. And then but I still think maybe it's a little easier than opioids, but it still creates some kind of addiction, in my opinion.
It's a different dose every time. There's no way, and there's no dosage on the packaging, so there's no way anybody knows how much they're exactly supposed to take or not to take. So it's just kind of a Russian roulette.
You can overdose on it, so you're just taking. You have no idea how much.
And you can get this virtually anywhere. I mean, it's at tobacco shops around where I live.
Yeah, like smoke shops. Yeah, I seen it there. Actually, somebody sent me a picture, right? And it parked out in the street with a sign, like on like a like in the middle of the street. They have those little sidewalk. What are they called? I can't even think of the word right now. But parked in like a little barrier in the middle of the street.
Yeah, like a
and on the sign.
Hi, Chinny. I think she's. I'm not sure. I know she would. This started over the Marvon McRae case. She was into that case, and Marvon and Dre McRae, their whole family was taking it. And I think that's how she ended up on this panel. She's here basically asking questions and learning. So, and this was 4 years ago. So she's learning all about it. And she is sitting on a panel with two women who have lost their children to kratom in 2022.
Yeah, like a median, and a sign pointing to the window of the car saying like "Buy K here."
Wow.
Like, yeah, like it's. I was shocked even like to see that, and it just
Wow, Matthew, I did not know that.
Hi, Ashford.
Okay. Sorry, Matthew was talking about
here.
So
So okay, ahead, Brett.
I'm sorry, I was just curious, like, because you say your son's 22. He was 22, so this is a thing that I'm seeing take off with younger people. Have you noticed that, Cait?
Yeah,
me too. Because we've been, like I said, I've heard about the substance before, but the case that we're working on, this is the spotlight. And in the last week and a half, anything to do with K that I've looked into involved young people, not older people. Like the older people that I've looked into have used alternatives that are government mandated, that are owned, like patented. But I wonder if this is a thing that's taken off, kind of like, do y'all remember a few years back you heard about that salvia stuff the kids were smoking?
Yeah.
Well, this is, it's kind of reminded me of that a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard about this like years ago, and lots of people were talking about it. Like, and I'm in my early 30s, so I was in my 20s at the time, and it was just like, that's when it first, I guess, came out on the scene, and everyone was like trying it, and it was a big deal.
Bingo. Generic. Bingo.
I personally never tried it because I just, I knew nothing about it, so I didn't feel comfortable. But I did hear a lot of young people just, taking it recreationally. And I mean, if you go online to buy like CBD or like CBD products or gummies or whatever, it's usually sold hand in hand with that. Like a lot of the websites, because I like CBD for like if I get aches and pains or if I feel stressed, I get like the CBD oils. And almost every website I go to now where they sell that, they sell K too. So it's all over now. But Wendy, did you want to tell your story now?
I lost my son. It'll be 2 years, August 30th, at the age of 38. He used K for energy. He owned his own business, and he was working 50, 60-hour weeks. And he also was a private contractor for Lowe's. A friend of his.
Yes. Yes, here it is legal in some states. In her state, it is legal. I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it's not legal here. So it depends on your state.
Introduced him to K and told him, it was a natural supplement. I've never heard of it until he started using it. Told him it was safe, so he started taking it. Probably, I want to say, I don't know, 6 or 7 months before he passed away, I witnessed his first grand mal seizure. He was living with me, going through a divorce. It was scary.
Grand mals are scary. I personally, I was prescribed Xanax for a really long time, and when I was trying to stop taking it, I had a few grand mal seizures myself, and it's terrifying, and it's scary for everybody around. And I didn't know that I knew nothing about just stopping that it would cause it. I didn't know that at the time, and I had to eventually wean myself off. But grand mal seizures are no joke. So he was having seizures as well.
His first seizure, and we went to the ER, and he had all the testing, EKG, CAT scan. There was no.
I'm getting mixed reports about it, Mittens, whether it's going to be legal or banned, and I'm sure eventually it will be, but I don't have any solid. I'm getting mixed, so don't take anything for sure here that's you see in the chat or from me. Just do your own research.
Rhyme or reason. Doctor said, start eating better, slow down, that kind of stuff. Followed up with a specialist. No rhyme or reason, and they never heard of kratom. So, he went on his merry way, continued working and whatnot. And then a couple months later, he had another one, only out in the garage. I didn't see that one. He just came in 45 minutes later, and his face was all messed up. He says, I think I had another one. And then that summer, August, I had to go down to my mom's down south to set up home care for her. And I got that phone call that he
Hi,
he died.
Andres.
No, was it from a seizure or for like just
No, I was on my way home the next day, and the medical examiner called me and said what happened was he sat down. His middle son was here. They had dinner. He sat down in the recliner, reclined to watch TV. It was somewhere between 9 and 9:30 at night, and he just reclined and went to sleep. Peaceful. No seizure, no heart attack, no aneurysm, nothing. So when we finally got the results back, it was from my Gentra, whatever, however to pronounce that word, toxicity. He didn't do drugs. He didn't drink. He didn't smoke. He didn't take prescription drugs. He didn't take Tylenol.
So he virtually had nothing but that in
his system, and undigested dinner. He was healthy.
his heart.
I had to get permission for them to take his brain. There was no evidence of even having seizures whatsoever. Nothing. And this is my son. 38. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but 38.
Oh, yeah,
I see him.
that's him too. Yeah.
38 years old. He left 3 boys.
Oh my goodness.
My
So
only child.
Is he the picture in the cover of the group? Okay.
Yes. And I started this group. After he died, I
Hi, Cricks Boots.
almost went with him.
Wendy, I'm so sorry.
I'm in counseling, grief counseling, but I need
Susan down here can barely hold it together. So sad.
needed to find my thing, my what's the word I'm looking for? My path in life,
Yes.
and it's this group. I started this group, and I started it out with the sole purpose of other families that lost somebody to Cait. And as time went on, I was getting a few people that wanted to join that were struggling with the addiction to Cait. So now I'm up to, I don't know, over 500 members, and every day I'm getting somebody new. But as of today, there are over 30 families in my group that have lost somebody, a child,
Oh my goodness. Wow.
a husband, a wife, a brother, whether it's polysubstance in K or just K alone. There's over 50 alkaloids in this substance, and there's just too many unknowns. They don't know. They've studied this plant for years, and they still have no clue
Wow.
what this plant will interact with.
She's saying, wow.
With each alkaloid to
Yeah.
your body, to a particular drug, prescription or illegal.
Yeah. May I ask, in this group that you have, and when you talk to everyone who's lost a loved one, do you notice a common trend with the seizures?
Some yes, and some haven't had seizures.
Mhm.
Some of the families went into cardiac arrest, and we just had a family, I think it was a couple months ago. They had to take them off life support. We have a mom in there now whose son was on life support. Well, he is on life support, and she brought him home to take care of him.
Oh my goodness.
We have a few families. One family that her son is psychotic and homeless.
Oh my gosh.
Another one, we have a couple that have committed suicide.
Wait, he was the one who is psychotic and homeless. He was relatively normal before he started with K, or you're not sure?
I'm not sure, but I believe so.
I missed
Oh,
Blue.
wow.
I believe so. We have one that shot himself.
Oh my goodness.
So like there's
Suicidal tendencies.
Wow.
And that's, if you know, that's how Marvin McCrae ended up dying. He hung himself and was on life support. I'm not sure how long. I think it was at least a year. I'm not sure. I don't quote me, but that's how Marvin McCrae, that's the case that Beach was exploiting at the time. And I think that's how she ended up on this panel, as far as I know. So.
Wow.
But
I mean,
probably
that's what
Vaughn probably tried to unalive himself because of K, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to commend you and say thank you for what you're doing to help other people.
Yeah.
And I'm
Can you believe that she just fucking said this and then said what she said last night? This blows my fucking mind. Let me hear that again.
Very, very.
Probably tried to unalive himself because of Kay, in my opinion.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I want to commend you and say thank you for what you're doing to help other people.
Yeah.
And I'm very, very sorry for your loss. You ladies are in what I always say is a club that nobody would ever want to be a part of. No parent should ever have to bury their child. And my heart really hurts for you. And I will be praying for both of you.
Thank you.
Susan and I have been through some crap.
And I will say this too. No child should have to bury their parents when they're still children. Like my children did.
Literally been burnt to the stake, and we'll probably more so after this video.
Well,
but
let him
I've
come
grown,
out.
I've been
I can't even imagine how
I-99.
anybody, sorry, how
It's
anybody
been-
could attack you guys for
it's
being.
because they have to protect their drug. It's a drug.
Yeah.
And
Dragon's
they're
Den.
protecting it.
As well as the creative industry itself is making millions of dollars. So
It's $1 billion industry.
we're up
I
against
think it's
that.
brave that you guys are doing this and possibly, saving, other people and getting the word out that, this is serious, like this is healthy, normal people are, that's not normal. That's concerning. That
It's very concerning. I mean, they're upset with me that,
Thank you, Tara.
I call it a community because I won't put my son's toxicology report out there.
Yes, I will play it after this Women's Warrior. Women's Warrior, her channel is right above this comment here. This is her other channel, Deafening Silence. That's where her awareness, I believe all of it is on that channel. You can drop your other link in here too. She's got 2 channels, but they're the same person. So
For them to see, they've just, it's just, I mean, I've been threatened, I've been harassed. It's just,
yeah, I mean, that's none of anybody's business anyway for you to have to put that out. But I mean, there's enough people coming forward in the same situation. And,
Yeah.
I was shocked because I personally heard good things about it. And then when I seen this whole situation, I was like, wow, like, could this really, be causing this? And then I thought maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was because they were doing, other things. But now everything that I'm hearing, it could just be solely, being caused by that. So.
and I truly believe, a good majority of the community are using it because they're high.
I totally agree. I'm Cindy, by the way.
Hi,
I-
Cindy.
Hi.
They're I
Butt
mean,
right in, Cindy. Whatever we want to hear you. What do you have to say?
Well, I lost my son this past December 11th. He was 30, and he had different addictions and alcohol problems on and off for 10 years. But we'd really felt that we'd had him finally on the road to a good recovery. And people had suggested kratom for, get off opiates, you get off all your drugs. Kratom's the way, K is the way to go. And where I live in a fairly, I live in Palm Beach County, and there are kava bars all over the place. And these people sit out there, and they were all drug addicts. Whether they're still drug addicts, in my opinion, they're still drug addicts. You can go in there; they just have jars of it, green powder, put it in a baggie, walk out. No instructions, no interactions. And so, what happened with my son? He was at the mall. He was 30, 225 pounds. I say that because he had approximately 6 beers in his system. We had him on video. And he came out of the mall, met a buddy at 1:59 p.m. They crossed the street. His buddy was going down the other way. And at 2:16, people in an apartment complex called 911. My son had collapsed in the grass, and he was pronounced dead at 2:54. And at 1:59, they had him on camera walking. And when he did his autopsy,
Did that.
pardon? No way,
There's
no
way
way.
6 years did that.
And that's why I say that at 225 pounds, 6 beers.
So her son had 6 beers in his system. 6. And with a history of alcohol abuse, that is not going to kill somebody.
There's no way. And when they did his autopsy, they came back to me and said that it was toxicity from ethanol, which is the alcohol, and metrogenine, which is what Cait is. And so I was a little concerned because also as they were speaking, Susan and Wendy, if you try to get any information at all, just
I'm
information,
sorry, Kelly.
you're not pro con, you just ask questions. You can't even ask questions because the pro K groups jump on you like mad dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did, I wanted to know what is in this stuff? What is going on? And I couldn't get any answers. I found Dr. McCurdy online. I started emailing him and he started writing me back. But the medical examiner, she said, I'm going to send his
Craig
test.
Foods, 6 beers is a fucking lot, though. Let's be honest. It's not gonna for an alcoholic or an addict. It's not. 6 beers wouldn't have done shit to me. You know, it's the combination. Hey, go Bulldogs. This was for everyone coming in. This was in. Sorry, I'm behind. Yes, sorry, Kelly. Hi, Sunset. She's keeping Craig supplied for a reason. This was July 23rd of 2022 when this panel took place. So, and the beach last night just said, oh, well, I don't know much about it. I just know that it's legal.
I'm going to send everything out again. I want to do a second lab. And second lab came back, exact same thing. He had nothing else in there. There's nothing. And this pro group would love to say, oh, I'm sure it was fentanyl or something else that was laced. And the second lab had the capacity to test for other items that a lot of labs cannot. And there was nothing else in his system. And nothing's changed. Nothing's changed out there. So there's going to be more people dying. I know that.
Oh, there's a lot of people dying. And the problem is you can't find any FDA results beyond 2019. They're so far behind. I reported Matt's death in January. It took them 6 months to get a hold of me to the FDA. So they have no current results of FDA.
It's still online. Here, let me grab the heard from last night. I have it yet. Oh, the hot mic. I'll there's clips of it. I'll find it for you. Let me copy this. I'll find the link or the hot mic for you.
Poisonings or death or anything.
No, they don't. And the Palm Beach County medical examiner said to me, our records are public, not name and so forth, but you can write for number of deaths. So I wrote Palm Beach County and I said, could you tell me how many people died and from metrogenine, what was in their system? And they sent me records from January 2018, and the furthest they could go was December 2021. 48 people died. They had it in the system, but 3 only had that in their system. That's a lot.
In that county, right?
Just in that county, 3 people only had that in their system.
Goodness gracious. Can I ask?
Goodness gracious.
Because I know about.
Goodness gracious. Can I ask? You just can't wait to jump in here.
Ago, there was a push to make this illegal. Why do you think that they're putting it off and the government's not really doing anything to pull it from shops? And
because the American Kratom Association has millions of vendors.
Thank you, Sam.
And a smooth lobbyist.
Okay, I was about to say lobbyists.
They lobby like crazy. They ask people to make several accounts and email several different stories from the same person. It's
and what they've done
and what they're doing.
And what, in my opinion, they've done is they put the cart before the horse. So, and they're very, very smart. Instead of what they've done is they've created is it KCPA? Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Consumer Protection Act.
Yes.
Breaking, not breaking. Update. Day 206 of disengagement. Thank you, 99, as always.
And what they did was, it was so, unbelievable. What they did was by trying to go around to the different states and passing this is saying, oh, it needs to be clear. It needs to be pure. They completely have gone away from the examining it and what it is it's all about by trying to pass this KCPA. Pass this. Oh, this will take care of everything. We'll know that it's not doctored. it just was so, it just pulled the wool right over the FDA's eyes, if you ask me. And
Yeah.
now we just have a bigger problem.
Yep.
Right. Well,
I think the FDA backed down because they got the World Health Organization to take over and do something.
Y'all, I sped it up just a little bit more. Let me know in chat if it's too fast. I will slow it back down.
And that didn't happen.
Yes.
And
Well,
so
let me put the captions on for you. That helps me, I know. Let me fix the... There we go.
it's all about money and greed.
yeah.
And
And then we reach a
you really
point just like we
you
did.
can't stop something like that.
Hi,
You
allegedly.
can only just let people know, make people aware. So
Oh, it's so
Yeah.
disgusting. But I hate that because we see not only with just this, we see it with so many other substances or medications where it takes so many to be harmed. To the point where we start talking class action lawsuits and things like.
Boy, she just sounds so concerned, and wow. I mean, what the fuck? She
that. And this, we see it with so many other substances.
thing like that.
Yeah.
You can only just let people know, make people aware. So
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so disgusting. But I hate that because we see not only with just this, we see it with so many other substances or medications where it takes so many to be harmed. To the point where we start talking class action lawsuits and things like that. And it always takes that extreme before something happens, and millions of lost lives. And it
I
makes
say it's going to take somebody famous or a
Yeah.
state legislator or a senator's kid to die
Exactly.
before something happens.
Right, or
yes,
a
and although
child
that's
or something.
unfortunate, I feel like that's what is going to happen in order for this to be combated, because people are using this for, if they're getting tested for drugs, they're on probation, they'll use this because it's another whole drug.
Oh,
It's a way to get around a drug test, really.
Yes,
And
yeah.
so, like, if somebody's
Oh, really? It's a way to get around a drug test? You don't say.
Use this because it's another whole drug.
I will put it in there right now, Dragon's Den.
Oh,
it's a way to get around a drug test, really.
Yes,
And
yeah.
so, like, if somebody's using painkillers even, and they want to go get a job and they need to
Hi,
have stuff out of their
Michelle.
system, they can use this for the time being to,
Well,
for,
even rehabs are seeing an increase of people coming in to detox. from
really?
pain. Yes. Yes. I have a few rehab directors in the group too. It's just,
And it's one of the most difficult things. Much more, they would disagree with me, but I know for a fact, my son said it was much worse getting off of that than opioids or anything he ever took.
yes.
Oh my goodness.
So this woman's son said it was much worse getting off of this than opiates or anything else. And here's Brittany. Oh my goodness.
Today, on social media today, there's over 40,000 people on Reddit in 2 quitting Kratom groups with people struggling to quit.
Well, here's my thing. So when someone's trying to come off of an opiate or opioid, you have different things that they can give you to keep you from being physically, sick.
Yes.
But when it comes to what we're talking about, the K word, this bothers me because unless I'm ignorant, which I very well could be, what can
Yeah, you are.
you substitute to help from the withdrawal?
Some go into rehabs and end up.
So she's really interested in Kratom being used as a way to deal with withdrawal from opiates, which I thought was interesting.
Detoxing and then going into a sober living house. Some go cold turkey and use vitamins. Some end up going to a doctor and doing Suboxone.
Okay, I was just
Yeah, the Cait, that this is her panel. This was 4 years ago, so she may have didn't want the word said. That's why she's referring to it as Cait.
It all depends on the person.
okay. I was curious. Only why I say that is because if there's not an alternative, usually people struggle so bad with just coming off of opioids.
Okay, 10 times worse, and then the relapses are horrible.
See, that's terrifying. So could you imagine, you guys, think about someone like me or Cait who are ignorant to this and say that, God forbid, but we were in a situation where we were in an opioid withdrawal and someone gave us the K word. we knew nothing bad about it, and then to get on that, and then only later to find out what you come off of is, or you're on something way worse than what you came off of ignorantly.
And that's how it's being presented.
Isn't that interesting, guys? So she's saying, imagine, hi, Ocean. Imagine, exactly. She's acting like, but she's like, so imagine that you're just trying to get off opiates and you think this is safe, but then you end up being stuck on this. Oh, okay. So you're in that group. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me back it up.
How
opioid. It's terrifying. So could you imagine, you guys, think about someone like me or Cait who are ignorant to this, and say that, God forbid, but we were in a situation where we were in an opioid withdrawal, and someone gave us the K word. We knew nothing bad about it, and then to get on that, and then only later to find out what you come off of is, or you're on something way worse than what you came off of ignorantly.
And that's how it's being presented. Is how many people I've heard say that they wanted to get off painkillers, so they started taking this in place of it because they heard it was easier,
and that there was no withdrawals. I have heard so many times that K word has no withdrawal effects.
So this is just, I'm not going to voice them on this panel, but this just makes me have questions. And once again, yeah, the cost is outrageous. They talk about it a little later on. And like I said, this is, if you're just coming in, this is from it was July 23rd of 2022. So this was 4 years ago. Yeah, she keeps reinforcing ignorant, how she's ignorant. She's ignorant. Yeah, guys.
And on the back of my son's package, it says not for human consumption. So how can you sell something that says that?
Okay, now that's scary.
Yes, Willows. It's expensive.
I have a picture of a big thing of kratom coming in from Indonesia, and the label says not for human consumption. And they sell it.
Yeah.
Matt told me this the other day that K has the same enzyme inhibition as ketamine, which affects secondary metabolism, which causes seizures.
Wow.
So,
wow.
And it scares me so much to know that, these innocent people who many are trying, they want to do better. They want to get off of the substances that they're on. And a lot of people, like even me, we can't afford to.
Even me. What? Are you talking about yourself here, Beej? I'm just curious, because this sounds like you're really perked up at this point in the conversation. And these are your questions. I just,
lay in bed sick for 2 weeks. Most people have a life. They got a job. So what do? You go, you find an alternative to help you kick whatever the habit is. And you're genuinely trying to do the right thing to get help. And then you have this. And this breaks my heart to think of how so many people have blindly stepped into this substance without knowing anything about it.
The families that I've talked to, their lives have ruined. Just the money alone that these people have spent. You're talking $400 or $500 a week just in kratom.
Goodness,
thousands and thousands of dollars.
I mean, even you have the extracts that you drink. Those are so addicting. I know somebody that was spending $400, $500, $600 a week.
Those are $22
or more
an extract here in Palm Beach County, and they are a thimbleful.
Like a little energy drink type thing.
I had no idea, because I live in North Carolina, a very rural. I can't say that, in a really lowly populated area. I can't say the word. But I didn't know how widespread this was. Like you're saying, you have little drinks and everything.
Yep.
Now, do they have like an age restriction? Like, do you have to be 18
or
18 or 21? I guess
different states are different.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
like, is there any states where like teenagers, like under 18, could?
Oh, I don't know if. I mean, there's been
you
studies.
can buy it right offline without any. Like, I was on the website, and
anybody could buy.
I didn't need any proof of age to buy it offline or anything.
You can just click that you're 18 or 21. They don't ask you for proof.
No.
Yep.
So if this has it gives you a euphoric feeling at all, which I imagine it would if it has some form of opioid or ketamine properties. Young kids, or not young kids, but teenagers probably would experiment with this if they're not already, because it's cheaper and easier access.
Yeah, there's been studies that teenagers are using it, and
oh my goodness,
police are also pulling people over and they're getting DUIs because they're under the influence. Yes.
I read that. I don't know if they did this. I don't think they did this in America, but in other countries, they would get like cola and mix it with the leaves and like codeine cough syrup, and they would like, it was like a popular, you know, like a, what's that drink that they make with the codeine syrup, lean or whatever. It was like similar to that, but with kratom, and like, and they're all drinking it. They were all drinking it as like a, you know, just for fun. Like,
I know here some people use orange juice or grapefruit juice to make it more potent. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. It's like, ugh.
That's crazy. It's just, you know, and then, you know, I've like I said, I've only heard good things about it. So I was convinced that, you know, maybe this Von McRae stuff had to do with other substances, but now
I think it's the K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree. 100%.
I'm pretty
Well,
convinced with
you could see on one of her videos where he's like, I'm good. I don't need any. I just had some. And she's like, are you sure? And he's like, well, I guess I could take more.
They both have that. They have that look. That K look.
Come on. They were already all messed up. He didn't need it.
Yeah,
And
there was
he knew
one
it.
part-
He knew it, but she pushed it. And then she's like, in the end, she's like, got him to take more.
Yeah, there
Yeah,
was
she
one part where she had the mason jar, and it may have been that same day, and she was just shoveling spoonfuls. And her,
Yes, Tara, that's a good way to put it. I feel like she's taking notes. I feel like she's asking for personal reasons. That's but you know, it's like I have a bias. I don't have an objective view of it because I already know so much about her. So, but that's just how I feel through my lens, you know.
yeah, and she just sits there and nods completely out for a few minutes or a
Toss
second.
and wash. They call that toss and wash.
Toss and right in front of her daughter. Like her daughter was just standing there.
I think her daughter, I don't know if her daughter was taking that or something else, but even in one of the videos, her daughter was sitting there
I
taking
saw that.
teaspoons. I couldn't tell if it was the K or if it was that like what was the other one?
I think it was K because that's like, yeah, the other stuff she kind of made tea out of and stuff, but the K is what they toss and wash.
Well, she literally said when she was taking that spoonful and she nodded off, she said, y'all are going to have to be carrying me tonight.
Yeah, and how messed up is that? Telling your kids you got to take care of me because I'm going to be too messed up.
Wow. Imagine that, Beach. Imagine. Wow.
Yeah, and she literally said when she was taking that spoonful and she nodded off, she said, y'all are going to have to be carrying me tonight.
Yeah, and
just wow. You guys, I don't even have to say anything. Just wow.
Yeah, how messed up is that? Telling your kids you got to take care of me because I'm gonna be too messed up.
I just couldn't believe that she videotaped them. Like she even videotaped her.
It's disgusting.
Puffing like
whippets.
Yeah, whip it.
Like why would you do that on camera?
Encouraging young teenagers to do something like that.
Yeah,
That's
and you know how many people, and that's what's scary too, is this woman had thousands of people watching her.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, telling people this is good for you and, you know, follow this diet. I mean, I guess the only positive thing that came out of all this is that you can see through the progression of her video that, I mean, she just looks sick. You know,
emaciated.
Yeah, he looks terrible too. I mean, they looked great when they first started.
Yeah,
I mean, they were like, healthy. And then they just, over time, I mean, she looks horrible now.
They were speaking, okay, Troll, they started this because of the Marvon McRae case. And then these two women here, Susan and Wendy and Cindy, have all lost children to kratom. So this is like it's called The Dark Side of the Cave Plant with special guests, McRae case updates. So Beej ended up on this panel, and this was 4 years ago. So July 23rd of 2022.
His decline, you can clearly see that his decline happened a lot quicker than hers. But now she's at the point of she almost looks exactly like he did before, you know, he got so sick that he was bedridden. But I just can't believe how ignorant I was about this. You know, me and Cait were just talking the other day. We've been covering this case, and I was convinced that it was the Xanax.
I was too.
But hearing this now and your stories and the stories that of other victims, I mean, it sounds exactly the same.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Much like all the symptoms that this woman rattled off in the beginning sound the same as Craig with his fucking YouTube or fucking psychosis and shit. It just sounds the same.
She's poisoning her whole family, whether she's doing it intentionally or not, in my opinion.
Oh, what? So this woman is saying that because Dre was giving it to her family, she's poisoning her whole family? Whoa, that's interesting.
Poisoning the whole family.
Well, people were telling her in her comments that it, like, I think you said this to me earlier when we were talking, that they were telling her it causes seizures.
Yeah, she responded.
Yeah, she just like totally wrote it off. But
she said, no, K is not causing the seizures. But people already confronted her and said it was. So yeah, she already had the heads up. She could have did more research.
Did you hear what she said in one of the lives? She was actually bragging about, I don't know if I can say it, but she owed on it like a couple times. She took way too much a few times, and she acted like it was just par for the course, no big deal. Still sick.
Took too much, and the next day she wasn't doing well. Yeah.
No, she was like, I've done this a few times, and I'm like, okay, that's not good. You know, you're sitting there.
Well, and that comes in because there is no dosage instruction whatsoever. There's no way, even if there were dosage instructions, there's no way to tell if each dose is the same. It's not regulated. There's no way to know. It's something different. Every time you take it, it's something different.
And there's so many different types. I kind of follow some of those Reddit groups.
Exactly. Yes.
They threw me out because I mentioned that my son passed away. So they said, no, you can read, but now you can no longer comment. But there's so many. I mean, somebody will say, oh, I have such anxiety. Should I try the green? Should I try the white Bornea? I mean, there's so many, and they all react differently.
Yes.
And the other thing too is, and I've said this to Wendy before, they all, American users, they all talk in grams. Oh, I do 10 grams. I do 8 grams a day. Here's the problem with US. We are not on the metric system.
Like, I don't know what this lady's talking about. So, you know what? She's like going on about grams, and I don't know, but I certainly bought my dope in grams. Okay, lady? So just saying.
So most of these, they take a heaping teaspoon, throw it down their throat, or throw it into a cup of warm water. Now, a gram is equal to approximately 4.3 teaspoons. So if you're taking a heaping teaspoon, you're taking about 5 or 6 or 7 grams. And if you're doing that multiple times a day, you're not taking 10 grams, you're taking 40, 50, or 60 grams.
Yes.
And so they don't use it. All these users, oh yeah, I take about 8 grams a day. No, you don't, because we don't measure in grams here.
And the level of toxicity.
Yes, we do. I don't know. I appreciate what she's saying, but yes, we do.
Toxicity is different for each and every single dose of kratom.
There's probably not that much research on how it metabolizes either. Like, some things metabolize through your body a lot quicker. So if you're taking it a bunch of times throughout the day and it's not, metabolizing fast, you could just have this huge buildup in your system that just, that's
that is
natural. She never slept, but Jesus slept.
And a tolerance too.
That's an excellent point. More. Because Dr. McCurdy said if you took too much, you would naturally vomit. My son did not vomit.
Is it my sound that's cutting out? Hold up. The sound issues. Okay. Let me know if I sound okay, or if it's the video, if it's this lady. Let me know what's up. No sound. I have sound. Okay, now I have sound. Sound good? Sound is fine. Okay, thank you. Audacity.
There it goes.
Thank you. Audacity is one of the people that sent this to me. I appreciate her. Wild shit, right? Hey, Betty Damn Boop. Good to see you, honey. So, yep, Jesus swept for show. Yeah. Oh, you think it's the video? Okay. So for anyone just coming in, this is, hi, Luna Wolf. Good to see you. This is from July 23rd, 2022. Beach is on this panel of Cait Does Crime. I'll put her link in here again. But she's on here learning all about kratom 4 years ago. And 3 women on this panel, Susan, Wendy, and Cindy, have all lost children to kratom. Young people, like early 20s. So, but she doesn't know anything about kratom, guys. Okay, she just knows it's legal. That's all.
Told me was that maybe he had taken some and maybe didn't take some more, and I'll never know. And when I asked the medical examiner the amount in his system, how much would that be layperson, right? Like if you look at an alcohol and they have 0.08, and what's your weight? Oh, you had about six beers or drinks in your system, but they cannot tell you what was in a person and after they passed away. And the only records we have in the United States are post-mortem. They have no trials on live people here in the United States, so they don't even know.
Mice and rats.
Yes.
And that's completely different too, between mice and rats. And
I think that from what I've heard, most you ladies are following this case as well with Vaughn and Drake. Just this is kind of off topic, but while I have people here that are knowledgeable about it, I got to ask: did you guys happen to hear today about a big creator asking for their donation back because?
What the fuck does that have to? This blew my fucking mind. This blew my mind. She's talking. These women are up here talking about losing their fucking children to kratom, and she's worried about Dre McRae's fucking donation. Someone asking about their money back from Dre McRae. What in the actual fuck is wrong with you? God, listen to this.
About it, I gotta ask. Did you, from what I've heard, most you ladies are following this case as well with Vaughn and Dre. Just this is kind of off topic, but while I have people here that are knowledgeable about it, I gotta ask: did you guys happen to hear today about a big creator asking for their donation back because Vaughn's family didn't want to talk to her about his case? Did you hear about that, Cait?
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Yeah, there's a really big
AJ, is that who we're talking about?
It was yeah, her. She did. She had the audacity to demand her refund. I mean,
You have the audacity. I'm yelling at 4 years ago beach. Listen, you have the audacity to get up here with these women who have buried their fucking children. And this is what you give a fuck about. You are fucking disgusting.
her donation back today.
It's terrible.
These people are going through the worst time of their life, and oh my goodness, I wanted to mention that. I didn't know if you had heard about it.
No.
They don't do that.
I wonder if it could, like, because it is not regulated or anything, if it could be considered a crime that she's giving it to her kids.
Oh,
Like-
I wonder.
It's got to be.
Yes, absolutely. Because I do believe that any mother would know on any type of vitamin, or like people say you can overdose on water or, air. Yes, any mother in their right mind would have done research and should have known better than to give their kid a bunch of herbs. So yeah, that's in my opinion, that's abuse and neglect.
I agree.
I watch her daughter eat in spoonful, and that's not acceptable.
Yeah,
It's not regulated. She don't know what's really in it. Heavy metals, whatever.
That's another thing. I've heard that there's a lot of heavy metals in it too, like lead.
Yes. They've been testing it. There's a lot of heavy metals which do cause cancers. And so, yeah, that's a huge concern. It's coming over from Indonesia. Them people are not taking it themselves. The government don't allow their people to take it. It's a huge crime. They could be, imprisoned for taking and kratom over there. But I'm sorry. Okay. But they're letting us take it, and they're giving it to our people.
So I didn't
so that
confirm.
they can make money.
Yeah.
It's so gross. It is so gross. I didn't confirm this, but now that y'all mention it, not for sure, Cait, you may have heard this, but I heard that there was high levels of lead in his system.
Oh, I didn't hear about that. I know there was high levels of K.
Yeah, they said it was very toxic levels. But
Yeah.
no, I heard the other day that there were high levels of lead in his system, and a lot of people are trying to go around, and they think that it's the paparazzi jewelry that she was selling, which I don't buy that, because
What?
I mean, he would literally have to handle that.
You have to handle it or eat it.
Yes, I mean,
Oh,
Yeah.
but
no,
now
no.
hearing what you guys are saying, and in
It's
one of the streams that we watched of hers, she mentioned that she was having to get some K from other places because they were out of, I guess, her usual. So who's to say it wasn't what you're talking about? That she's having it shipped.
But yeah, she does admit that she got it from the gas station in the one video. She said she was desperate and that they didn't have what she wanted or whatever, and or it didn't come in time, that she had to get it from the gas station. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's where the high levels of lead is coming from. That
I'm still trying to verify that, but I've heard that on several different channels, to the point, like I said, where they're saying the jewelry, which doesn't make sense.
hi,
to me.
Holly. Hi,
This-
Betty, with the
I'm
rose-free hair.
I'm in awe.
That's what we feel like. We feel like she's taking notes. It's fucking, yeah, Beach. Did she really? I don't know if she did or not. She probably does. God, yeah. Let's gossip, y'all.
Right now, and I really am truly so sorry to you ladies. I could not imagine.
I hope you never have to.
I mean,
That's why we're here, so nobody ever has to
Yes.
imagine what we're dealing with.
Yeah, and I
Really?
think it's great what you guys are doing and trying to get the word out there, because it's becoming. I mean, this is almost becoming like a popular, like it's been popular. I mean,
yeah. I
mean,
didn't realize how widespread it was.
well, I mean, like you were like now marijuana and like gummies and everything, how popular that has become, it's being literally like sold hand in hand. I mean, I see it everywhere now.
Well, you walk into the vape shops, and the first thing that I see is the Nerd Ropes, the gummies.
Yeah.
They're marketing for children.
Cole.
THC. That's marketing for children.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
that's
walked into my son's store for the first time a few months ago, and that's the first thing I saw.
Now, is there any way to like where you guys could like track down where exactly they were getting it from, and like,
yes, I found out who the vendor is, and yes.
like will you be able to like maybe stop them in a way, or
You got a name of a good attorney?
yeah, you know what I mean? I'm trying to say it without saying it because I don't want to
Hey,
like.
Mad Dog, this is from July 23rd, 2022.
Yeah. Cindy
do.
already said so.
Yeah, because that would be me. I'd be like, I'm taking all these people out.
Going to help. That's what the route.
These vendors, they hide under different names. It's hard to find them.
Because I mean, that would be me. You know what I mean? I'd be like, everyone's
Right.
coming in.
That's publicity, and that's publicity, and that's probably what really has to happen with all of this.
I just had a mom join the group a week ago. She lost her daughter in May from this crap.
I can't believe it. And that now it's what's going to happen is all these people are going to get addicted to this, and then then maybe they'll make it a schedule whatever drug, and it'll be too late.
I have a petition out for schedule.
I mean, it's better that they do, but it's going to be at the point where they're going to make a ton of money on it then, because everybody's going to be already addicted to it, or and
there's millions already addicted to it. They just are in denial.
Yes, I agree.
well, that's I'm sure why you guys get attacked by the
Because you're going to take their drug away.
people don't.
Well, also we're affecting other people's livelihoods. People that are making tens of thousands to millions of dollars off them, Kay. We are affecting their livelihood, so we are a problem in their
Yes, and I get sick of hearing if we take their K away, they're going to kill themselves.
So you guys are harassed relentlessly?
No, God,
relentlessly.
yeah.
We're called liars that we're being paid off by
I
different
get paid. I'm getting paid from the FDA.
the pharmaceutical companies, the FDA.
No
Nobody's
worries,
paying me one single
honey.
penny. As a matter of fact, I haven't even
I'm
worked
sorry.
since my son passed away from Kay, because I've devoted my entire life to constant awareness. Some days I spend 8 hours to my whole entire day just
So these women are up here just trying to spread awareness. I'm still fucking gobsmacked that she said she brought up that fucking donation. I just can't even, like, what the fuck is, God damn, man. No, they don't, but it's, yeah, there is a difference. They don't, that I've heard, I haven't heard them specify. But hi, love Louie. Did I see you yet today? I wonder how she says he doesn't feel good like every 2 weeks, and that maybe you never know. Yeah, how do you listen to people who lost loved ones and go buy that shit for someone you love? Hi, Christy.
getting the word out and awareness, and just to be cut down by people and demeaned by people and treated like garbage and telling me that I'm a liar. And I don't care, because it's planting seeds, and I'm sure I've saved at least one life, which is, it's important to me, because if somebody could have got to me or my son, then we could have known, then maybe he would still be here and my life wouldn't be in the shithole.
If they would have scheduled this in 2016, then our children would still be here.
If you guys had known
Yeah,
that,
if we had known, we would still have our children.
In 2016, they tried to schedule it, but then they had 100,000 signatures. And they went to the DEA and the FDA.
And Cait can't stop crying. Cait can't stop crying. And B just like, did you hear that someone asked for a refund from Dre McCrae? What the fuck, man? I'm still blown away.
And the DEA backed down.
And many of them were repeat signatures. They were fake. They were coerced into making a bunch of fake accounts, from what I've heard.
Well, I have proof that they did the same thing with the WHO. I have.
Yeah. And the AKA refuses to admit that people are passing away strictly from K. They're refusing to admit that. They want the American consumer to all be addicted to this K, so they just can keep getting richer.
Yep.
So would you guys be able to get like a conviction,
drop
like,
Cole's link, please,
or like some kind of wrongful, like because it's legal?
There's been lawsuits settled for wrongful death.
Okay, so
there's been quite a few.
That's possible.
Yeah,
wrongful death suits. Yes.
Wow.
And that doesn't make a certain lobbyist happy.
No, and a certain lobbyist who really heads up the AKA. He actually was convicted of a felony and booted right out of the government and was sentenced to a year in prison. And that's one of the main guys heading up the AKA. He took money from the government and a private organization and put it into his wife's funding. It was like $50,000.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of.
That's the guy heading up the AKA. That's what the AKA is basically run by, a crook, a lobbyist crook.
You know, Beej is just sitting here. Thank you, Willows. Beej is just sitting here thinking, me.
I mean, like
70 is the version of kratom that I don't want to say anything wrong, but it's kratom leaf with things added to it, and that's what they're talking about, the gas station heroin, quote unquote. This is a stream from Cait Does Crime. She has a channel. The link is in my description. But this is from 2022. The reason I'm showing this is because last night, Beej literally said, yeah, it's synthetic kratom with chemicals added. Exactly. Yeah, BJ on kratom panel. Yes, it's basically last night she said, well, I don't really know much about kratom, and I'll play the link again, or the little clip again after this. It's almost over. But hey Bex, she claimed last night she said, I don't really know much about kratom. I just know that it's legal. But here's her on a panel from 2022 discussing with 3 women who lost their very young children from kratom. They're grown, but like in their early 20s from kratom. They're dead. But she doesn't know. She doesn't know anything about kratom, and she buys it for Craig. So
in another case I did, I actually got, I realized how many people in like,
I have heard people say that the kratom leaf, like the 7-0 is what would come in pieces. Yes. Thank you to Audacity and Trisha Talks, are how I found this. Audacity sent it to me last night, and I found it on Trisha last night as well. On her kick at the end of her stream last night, she played part of this. But oh yeah, really, there's no problem with CPS, but she wants letters, but we won't get into it. Yes, Craig's Boots, and I've been what? Yes, it is. It can be. These people said that hundreds to thousands a week if you're like addicted to it, hundreds to thousands a week. Yes. But basically I'm just showing this because she claims to know nothing about it, yet she's on this panel with 3 women who lost their children to kratom, and this whole panel is for awareness in 2022, July 23rd of 2022. Here she sits.
Like politics and stuff, invest in like weed businesses and things like that. So it wouldn't surprise me that a lot of people might invest in this stuff and don't want it to be regulated.
Well, they get a lot of kickbacks.
Yeah.
Stuff.
And it's a multi-billion-dollar business.
Yeah,
multi-billion.
absolutely.
And then there's been some senators, and I know not the name of one, but in another state in Florida, the senator and their family was threatened, so they backed down from the scheduling and ban.
Oh, they were threatened because they tried to. Oh wow.
Yeah, they do a lot of different tactics. It's usually with financial.
That's what I've heard,
Interesting.
Christine.
So
I'm
then
not
people back
sure.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what it's like, because even in like the true crime community, we have a lot of like tiffs in between, and I just can't imagine how it is between you guys and like.
Oh, I got threats and stuff. They even got into my Facebook and my
Like
family pictures and made fun of my son and grandkids, and yeah,
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's
They're relentless.
they're terrible people.
Well,
Said my son was part of the pro-K community, and he had a friend, and he was actually shooting up heroin, and
so basically, they're just undermining all their stories and trying to say that it's
they like to deflect.
yeah that's not it. There was something
Yeah.
else that they were doing that.
They deflect.
Yeah,
anyone-
they refuse to admit that Kay has anything to do with any death.
For anyone who's coming here late, basically these women, their children have passed from.
I mean, basically, it's no different than big pharma. You know, it's like a big pharma situation. You know, lots of money is made from this, so people push back. Oh, it's a tablet divided into 4. You can take a quarter piece. Oh, okay, gotcha. That's probably what he means. Yeah, it comes in all different forms. You've never seen Seminole gummies? Okay. Yeah, he didn't say gummies. He said I just ate my last piece or just took my last piece. So.
And most of, like, they literally had nothing but K, like caffeine or nicotine in their system. Nothing, you know, important. That's Susan's son right there. He's so handsome. And Susan's son literally had just nicotine and caffeine in his system, like regular amounts. And Wendy's son was super healthy and great.
Yeah, had nothing in the system. Just
and they both had like seizures as side effects, and which were caused alone by that. So I think it's just really important, especially because a lot of young people are doing this, and their parents probably, you know, don't even know that they're able to. I mean, this is probably.
She said last night, Criminal Med, that he was using it to replace the gummies he was taking for his insomnia or some shit last night. So
probably easier to get.
I think it was their way to get around drug tests. Or at least his way. You know, so
than beer, you know, like teenagers being able to just, you know, get this stuff. It's probably easier to get than beer, literally. Like
yeah, because you can be 18 years old in a lot of places and you can still get it. Yeah. So it's easier to get than alcohol.
I mean, like even like a young teenager could order it offline and just say that they're 18. I mean, there's literally no, you know, and it's scary to think that, but you know, I think everyone, it's important to just, you know, pay attention. And now that people know that this is potentially really dangerous, you know, be careful because everything affects everyone differently, and it's just, you know, you never know. I mean, I've heard people say that they've used it for years and it's been fine for them, and I'm sure, you know, you have to take into account that they're taking it carefully in the right amount, but then at the same time, somebody else's body could have a whole different reaction to it, and you know, it's just.
And the dose can be different each time because it's not regulated. So keep in mind
everybody's body
if
can
you
metabolize
take, yeah, if you take a teaspoon one time, it might be the same as a tablespoon another time because it's a different amount each time. No regulation. It's not
no true kratom K trees are the same.
Oh, so they're all different. Like
yes,
they all have different chemicals.
The alkaloids are not the same.
So you literally never know what you're getting from.
Yeah, there's no way to know.
No.
Wow. Like yeah, I know there's different strands, but that's crazy. Like you would never know.
No, you don't. You don't know.
Oh wow. Well, do you know if the other two guys are?
I haven't heard anything from them. I know both their children were sick, so probably not at this point. That's too bad because they both wanted to hop on.
We could always do like you know, another live where they can.
Yeah, that'd be.
That we could do like a whole another live just from their perspective too.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think this is great. What you guys are doing and that you're getting this out, and we certainly will help you get the word out in any way we can. And real quick, let me share the link to your group in case anyone wants more information.
I have a channel of my own. I pretty much do similar to what Cait does here.
And here she is pushing her channel. Like, I'm gonna back it up.
And if you got on
live just from their perspective too.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think this is great. What you guys are doing and that you're getting this out, and we certainly will help you get the word out in any way we can. And real quick, let me share the link to your group in case anyone wants more information.
I have a channel of my own. I pretty much do similar to what Cait does here. And if you guys ever want to come over and spread awareness about what you're doing, you are more than welcome.
Okay, that'd be great.
Absolutely, anytime. And we will not, just like Cait won't, we will not let anyone, you know, treat you unfairly or.
Yeah, we will not put up with anyone coming in.
Block you with a quickness.
I will send you guys, or like I'll message you guys Brittany's channel link to so that you have it. Oh, so they're asking, my hubby's asking if kratom is. Do you know if kratom is similar to like K2?
I'm not sure. I'm familiar with K2.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
K2 is like a synthetic marijuana, I believe.
Oh no, K is not synthetic.
No.
Yeah, it's like a natural plant that has a similar. So for people who came in late, K is like a natural plant that is a tree, right? A tree that's
Yes,
similar
a tree.
to opioids. Well, it gives you the feeling like you're on an opioid. You get like energy, but it's also can be used as like to sedate you, I guess.
Yes,
Well,
yep.
a lot of people take it for energy. It's hard to explain, but like if anyone has ever taken pain medicine, you get like energy, but you get like calm at the same time. It's hard to.
Well, like I said, in smaller doses, it acts as it gives you energy, and in larger doses, it acts as sedative.
Like sedative, yeah, sedative. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, a lot of people.
Hi, Fly.
So basically, it's like imported from Indonesia, right?
And not over 90% of the U.S. kratom, K is imported from Indonesia.
I said it too.
And they do plan on stopping it by 2024. Well, that could change, but that's their plans. They're trying to change all of their crops over to something else. And they won't let their own people take it. Certainly, it's completely against the law. You could go to prison for taking it over there. But here, yeah, they will ship it here, and they will let our people take it.
I think they changed that. I think they changed it.
Don't forget Troll. Troll's here.
They changed it. Oh, what did they change it to?
Because I think they released all their the people in jail and stuff over there.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, so they let their people take it now too.
Yeah, they chew the leaf and spit it out or boil the tea. They don't do all the stuff that they do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Like I was saying, I was reading that they put.
Yeah, and that's, I when people say, oh, weed is a plant, it comes from the earth. Well, so does a poppy plant. So that there's that. I'm not saying that they're comparable. I'm just saying cocaine comes from a plant, heroin comes from a plant. It all comes from fucking plants. Most, that kind of shit. So yeah.
The leaves in like Coca-Cola and make like a drink out of it, like kind of like the purple drink they have here. They make something like
I
similar.
know a lot of countries over there, like Australia, and a few of them countries over there banned it or scheduled it as a narcotic.
Yes, please, everyone. I know there's conflicting opinions, and people have done research, and please do your own research here. Do not take anything as fact ever that you hear here, especially today. Do your own research. I trust a lot of you people in here. No shade at all. I just don't want anyone to take anything from here as gospel. Just my disclaimer.
A lot of them they're scheduled. A lot of countries.
Yeah.
Look, basically, they sell this stuff on websites and in gas stations. I've even seen a picture
Holly.
of a guy parked in a median in the middle of the road with a sign that says "Purchase K here," like pointing to his window. Like it's literally, they sell it all over the place. I mean, probably a young kid could walk up to that guy's car window and get it. There's really, it's more readily easy for people to get than beer or alcohol, or if you go to a smoke shop, you usually see it there. If you go on like CBD, like gummy, like THC websites, you'll see it for sale right along with it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people try, and if they were addicted to something like an alcoholic or on painkillers or something, they try and substitute this to get them off of it. People say, oh yeah, it's not, the withdrawal's not as bad, and it's, you'll be able to get off of it. And then these people try this, they can help, and it actually ends up being more addictive and harder to get off. And it causes seizures, cause nausea, constipation. What were the other more serious ones? I've seen like cardiac arrest,
hallucinations.
Thank you,
Delusions.
lovely.
Yeah, and
I have a huge list.
Yeah, I
but
better
it's
kill.
scary just how readily available, and how people think that it's natural and it's good for you and that it's safe, and it really, not everyone it's not safe for everyone. Everyone, hi Stephanie. Everybody reacts differently to things.
Yeah, everybody has a.
Yeah, it causes all kinds of and then a lot of people take it for like weight loss stuff too. Doesn't it like curb your appetite? I've heard.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot of people that are taking it do kind of look emaciated, and I realize I don't look the best right now because I have lost a significant amount of weight because of my son passing.
Yes, and I appreciate everyone being so respectful and so kind in the chat. Thank you guys. You are the best.
Force myself to eat sometimes, and so yeah, I probably look like a K.
Yes, 99. Alcohol is probably the most damaging substance there is, and it's legal. It hurts so many families in so many ways. And that's what's been pissing me off so much about the whole, it's legal shit. Alcohol's been destroying families for centuries. And it's just, it's really reckless to say that because something is legal, it's okay. It is not. Love you too, honey.
but it's different,
You look,
and so yeah,
You look
but
great.
it makes
you look
thank
healthy.
you.
There's
There's a
difference
difference.
between
I'm
being
trying.
thin.
I have lost a lot of weight, and I'm not proud of that fact
Yeah.
at all.
But-
You're going through trauma, and
Yeah.
it's
And even though you're going through trauma, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got my kids. They're up late because it's summer.
Oh,
And even
I got my kids. They're up late because of summer. Listen to this. 4 years ago. Yeah, it's alcohol. Yeah, alcohol comes from generally. Well, we're not going to get into it.
though you're going through trauma, you're still beautiful. You look
Me
nothing
too,
like
Kimmy.
what you think at all.
Good job, honey.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Would you like me to go over the list of side effects for anybody who wasn't here? Okay.
Okay, I'm going to slow it down just for the side effects again. We're almost done with this one, and then I got another good video.
Effects, which include but are not limited to facial flushing, tremors, dry mouth, loss of motor coordination, constipation, and increased urination, depression, dizziness, drowsiness, seizures, sweating, nausea, vomiting, itching, hallucinations, delusions, liver damage, cardiac arrest, coma, and death. And that's probably some of them. There's probably more. I will wait and see.
Thank you,
so
Letha.
well, I'm probably gonna
Yes,
end it here,
Ocean.
but you guys, I appreciate you coming on so much. I think what you're doing is
Me too.
great, and we will make sure that we get the word out to help you spread the word and make sure that other people's families don't end up in the same position. And it's heartbreaking, and I'm so sorry that you guys are going through this, and I can't even
Me
imagine
too,
just
Rebel
when you guys
Soul.
were talking about it, I was getting
Somebody just private chat and said, "Go."
I've said I'm going to cut it here because there's really nothing. I've gotten my point across. I gave the respect these ladies deserve for coming up here to spread awareness. I really appreciate. This is Cait. I'm going to drop the link to this video in the chat. She has a lot of true crime on her channel. Cait Does Crime. I've seen people saying good things about her in the chat. So you can check her out on your own. Yeah. These kids are no longer here. And she's like, I just have my kids here. You don't know how lucky and safe you are. And are twisting them, I think you're saying, badly. So, it's, I was wondering that when she said, I can spread awareness on my channel. Like, when the fuck have you ever done that? God, I think it's important too. Cait really is great. Okay. I trust Tara Boom. So go check her out. It was a great panel, except BJ up there promoting herself and talking about someone's fucking, oh God, I just can't even. Yeah. I mean, she wasn't totally awful, still disrespectful, not as awful as she would have probably been today. But let me play this one more time, and then I'm going to play TPE's video. She put out a video. So here was Beach last night. So that panel was 4 years ago. Here's last night.
And know much about. Maybe that's not even what I need to do. But first of all, oh my God, there's just so many things I want to say. I don't take kratom. I've never taken kratom. I don't even know much about kratom. All my life, on my mama's grave, I have never taken kratom. I don't know much about it. I just know that it's legal and you can get it from the vape shop. And I mean, what a grown man wants to do with his business, as long as it's within the confines of the law, that's his business. And I'm not going to sit here and try to explain myself or anybody else to you. Who are you? Let's open. I want everybody that's coming and pointing the finger. Open your doors and let us shine a light into your home. Let us see.
Yeah, she swears on her mama's life, y'all. And then immediately, what about you? What about you? She's fucking shameless. And in my opinion, no, I'm not going to. I want to say hopeless. I don't believe. Hey, Michelle 420, the good one. Oh, yeah, she had the voice down pat yesterday. Yeah. Same, exactly. I'm not going to explain myself, and then proceed to explain yourself for hours. There was a whole lot of cope last night, and it was. I'm not going to lie. It was a bit satisfying watching her squirm. Yeah, he may be a grown man, but he's a man who feels the need to be armed just to cut his grass. Like, what the fuck, man? I know. Right. I don't like to say anybody's hopeless. I think her personality issues, her personality disorders, in my opinion, that she has, I think a lot of that is hopeless with her. I'm never going to say that an addict is hopeless and as far as getting clean. But yeah, she thinks that voice is coming across, but it's only because her baby is sleeping right there because Greg won't take care of it. Yeah. She, to me, it felt like she was really, it was a lot of cope and a lot of like explaining and not explaining and beach-splaining and justifying. And yeah, I'm not going to talk about it. That's not why I'm here. Then an hour later talking about CPS. Yeah, it was wild, man. Yeah, nobody's ever hopeless. Anybody can get clean. If I can get clean, anybody can fucking get clean. So ooh. So okay, I'm gonna go to TPE, put out a good one yesterday. I'm gonna put that on. There's some good information. She's always pretty responsible with her content. I don't know. There was a crime.
And welcome to another video. I didn't think I'd be back.
Stop. Okay. It was the second half she was nodding out too. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I don't care if she's an addict. It's the lies. Yeah, she was doing the pity party, she was just really trying to rally up some money. Yeah, the CPS situation does sound serious. She's encouraging people to write letters of support for her. But there's no case, guys. She's got no CPS case at all. Everything is unfounded, guys. Okay? So it's fucking wild. All right? Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what I feel like doing after this video. But it was crazy. It was crazy. So, oh shoot, let me grab the link. Hold on. All right, we're going to watch TPE here. Right, CPS found nothing. But if anyone would like to write letters of support, she literally, yes, she wants letters of support. I about fell over. I couldn't believe it, man. Anyway, all right, here we go. Thank you, TPE, for your contribution to this community. We appreciate you. I will put her link in the chat. Here we go. Yeah, letters.
Quite this fast, but here I am. If you missed my last video, I think it was pretty good. People seem to like it. I was worried. Luckily, I didn't have to worry. People seem to enjoy it, so definitely go check that out. I know it's a long one, so you may have to watch it in increments, but it's worth it. So anyway, last night, it appears that BJ and Craig had a hot mic moment. And this one's pretty scary. Pretty darn scary. It's not something we haven't thought of before. It's definitely dangerous. I clipped the audio portion of this video from Heart Hartley's channel and then kind of made it my own.
Hi, let's
So
watch.
we are going to start with this hot mic audio, and then we're going to learn about the dangers of all of this. And if you're not subbed up to Hartley, you crazy. Get over there. Sub up. FYI, the pictures and video on the bottom of the screen are not matching up with this hot mic moment. I just added them. Do sub up, and here is the hot mic moment with BJ and Craig.
Hang on. Hopefully. Hold on. Yeah,
Make
hold
sure
on.
you reach your mic.
Yes.
Did you bring my cradle?
No. Let me go while I booted myself.
So she currently thinks she's booted herself and that no one can hear her, apparently, unless she did it on purpose. All while he's asking for his kratom. And hey, Craig, can you get off your and get anything for yourself? Doesn't seem like it.
Hi, Melly.
In my opinion, you're setting a very piss
I
poor
appreciate
example
it.
for your boys, especially, and your daughter, of how
Bye-bye.
to treat a spouse. And if that's overstepping, I'm sorry. It's just what I see, what I hear, what's publicly available to watch.
So I just ate my last piece. What about beer? Did you bring it in?
Yes, the beer's in the
Refrigerator?
That's what I hear when I hear the crinkling. That's what I hear is the blister pack to me. I've been saying that since she got out of the hospital. I've been hearing that.
Thank you. What she actually hooked me up.
So she forgot the kratom, she remembered the beer, and for once, she actually hooked him up. That's what he said. Gross.
So I just ate my last piece. What about beer? Did you bring it in?
Yes, the beer's in the
Refrigerator? Thank you. What she actually hooked me up.
And keep in mind, he just ate his last piece.
Usually you let it fucking get hot.
I go to
You don't put it in there. He said, I come in the middle of the night, like, hey, where's the beer? He's like, oh, it's in the car. So
Hang on.
Craig, why can't you bring your own beer in from the car and put it in the fridge, you effing pig?
Hang on. Okay. Hold on.
Gamma.
Yeah,
make
hold
sure
on.
you reach your mic.
Yeah, make sure you mute your mic while I treat you like garbage.
Yes.
Did you bring my cradle?
No. Let me go while I booted myself.
So I just ate my last piece. What about beer? Did you bring it in?
Yes, the beer's in the
Refrigerator? Thank you. What she actually hooked me up. Usually you let it fucking get hot.
I go to
You don't put it in there. He said, I come in the middle of the night, like, hey, where's the beer? He's like, oh, it's in the car. So
Wow, what a loser, dude. Brittany, this is sick. Imagine what we don't hear. Oh, girl, this is not good. Not good for you, not good for your kids. I feel like cringy for even giving an opinion on it, but it's gross. You really need to remove yourself. This is bad. And you wonder why. Never mind. Okay, let's get into the educational part of the program. This is important to me. I tend to do this on my videos. I do think it's important that we learn about kratom, and especially the gas station stuff. And then when you're mixing it with other things, oof, and especially mixing it with alcohol. And I mean, clearly that's what he's doing, plus the THC, and God knows what she's doing. This is scary, guys. Let's learn. And let's try not to make it too boring. I will ride that during the important details, not to worry. Okay, so this is from the FDA.gov website, and we're going to learn a little bit about kratom, and specifically 7-0, I guess it's called, which is what you can get from gas stations. Products containing 7-0 can cause serious harm. Tempted to try products containing 7-hydroxytryptamine, also known as 7-0, such as tablets, gummies, drinks, mixes, and shots sold online and at smoke shops and gas stations? Consider this. 7-0 products are novel, potent opioid products that have not been proven safe or effective for any use and should be avoided. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration recommends that consumers avoid 7-0 products, including conventional foods, dietary supplements, and those claiming to treat an ailment or disorder. Okay, pause reading for a second. So we know this girl goes to the gas station. I mean, it seems like a lot. She gets those drinks from there. She fills up her big gulps, whatever you want to call them. But remember that time she sent that kid in to get her medicine? Maybe she was sending a kid in to get Craig's kratom. Who knows? I'm just speculating here. But it is pretty crazy that she does go to the gas station. She picks up his beer. She picks up his kratom. Dude doesn't leave the house that we know of besides to mow the lawn and put the scraps on the frickin' street. This is a crazy life to live, and I cannot imagine. All right, let's keep reading. And before I start, some of you are not going to like this video. I mean, it could be considered way over the line for you. Like I'm going too far talking about this. I don't care.
I don't care either. Say it all, TPE.
Children living in this home. There are clearly, we know, loaded weapons that were leaning up against the wall, and some people wanted to ignore that and be like, oh, it's fine. It's,
you know, no, you can't buy Kratom under 18. Yeah, I would not suggest any substance that isn't, I wouldn't suggest any of it. But I also go back to the story of her. Remember when she was pregnant and needs donations for yeah, I think it's 21 now actually. But remember when she couldn't get out of the car at the gas station and sent some kid in to get her medicine? I thought of that too. Yeah, exactly. I'm wondering if, that's exactly it, crazy bitch.
Just a loaded weapon. Some people live in the country and that's normal. I don't think it's normal. I don't think it's normal to have drugs. I don't think it's normal to have loaded weapons.
Yes,
I don't think it's
unregulated.
Normal to have space heaters that we call gym equipment. I don't think it's normal to have CPS in your life for this long. I don't think any of this is normal. It's not okay. And I don't really care what other people think. This is not fake outrage for me. This is, I don't know, maybe I'm a codependent. Maybe I am empathetic. I don't know, but I do give a F about people who live like this, who have children living in their home. There are so many failed CPS cases. I'm kind of working on stuff like that in the background too. Anyway, let's just.
By the way, this video is, if you're watching on the replay, this video is in my description. All of TPE's links would be in her video. So she does refer to her links. She always has amazing ones. So just, if you're watching on the replay, that's for you guys.
We're going to keep reading. We're going to learn. We got this. It's just that stuff like this really, really pisses me off. While 7-0 occurs naturally in trace amounts in the plant kratom, the FDA's warning is for products containing 7-0 as an added ingredient or at enhanced levels, which can be dangerous. 7-0 is not approved by the FDA for any medical use and is not lawful as a dietary supplement or when added to conventional foods because it has not met the appropriate safety standard. Despite that, some companies are distributing and selling unlawful products containing high concentrations of 7-0 to consumers. Yeah, like at the gas station. Unfortunately, these 7-0 products, including foods such as gummies and drink shots, are readily available online at smoke shops, gas stations, and corner stores. The FDA has sent warning letters to companies for illegally distributing products containing 7-0. There are no FDA-approved products containing 7-0. Let me repeat that. There are no FDA-approved products containing 7-0. Consumers might be tempted to use these products to treat ailments such as anxiety, mood disorders, pain, and opioid withdrawal. But there are no products containing 7-0 that the FDA has found safe and effective in treating those ailments or for any other cause. Okay, so what I really don't want to do is bore people in this video. I don't want to make it like way too long and annoying. So I do think we should go and look at the side effects of mixing your kratom and this other thing with alcohol and see what we find. I also have left every link to every single article in the description and more. There is plenty of information, plenty of recovery help. If you yourself are needing help to get recovery, there are plenty of links in the description for you to check out.
You know, also, I just reminded myself of something that I actually did a little short. I was going to play and I forgot. But yesterday, Beej was saying, well, we can't say kratom on our streams, apparently. Yes, you can, according to Google, who owns YouTube. They say that you can talk about it as long as you are. I'll go through the little video that I made. But the only thing is, as long as you do it in an educational way and you're not promoting it or teaching people how to use it or where to buy it. It's okay to talk about, but you will be demonetized. That's it. So, you know, you lose your AdSense. But she's full of shit when she says you can't say it. If that's what she means, that she won't get her AdSense, that's all that it is. So
it is important. Also, family members of loved ones of addicts and alcoholics, there are links there for you as well. I am an Al-Anon person. I have many loved ones, well, not many, but I have a few that are addicts and alcoholics. And so I found Al-Anon and it really helped me. So there's links in the description for that as well. I think that's partly why I care so much and care about these kids in this home and what they're living through and what I know they're possibly living through, because yeah, you don't know who's been there, who's been that kid, who's been that spouse, who's been that loved one. Without getting into too much detail, because not every situation is the same, obviously. We're going to leave this article scrolling while I talk, and
yeah, you can go back and read all of this if you want when this is over.
Let's get into what happens when you mix kratom with alcohol. Well, and other drugs too. I mean, God knows what else is going on in there. So all the links to these articles are in the description. This one was really long. I can't keep reading it. It's scrolling as I speak, but it's really long. So go check it out. Links are in the description. So this article is in the description too, and it's kind of telling liquor stores or people that sell liquor what to look for when people come in trying to buy the kratom or whatever. And if you want to read it,
So apparently your ID can be flagged. And this is what people are looking for when they're selling kratom. And it says in here that you can have your ID flagged. If I don't know how that works, but yeah.
These are the signs. Wow.
So it says check here for bona fide identification. See here for the ABC's tips on flagging identification cards. So this is for the responsible service of alcoholic beverages, and always, and you know, as far as selling kratom too, it says look for signs of opioid abuse, e.g. decreased respiration rate, sleepy or non-responsive behaviors, erratic emotions, changing inhibitions, red or watery eyes, sweating, shaking, nausea, vomiting, and blown out pupils.
Reminds me of nodding out on a live stream. And
look for drug paraphernalia, e.g. scales, balloons, capsules, or other small packages, syringes or needles, pipes, or miniature spoons.
Dangers that the other people in your household are in, not only for possibly getting it somehow, or just the trauma of seeing one's parents in that state. Makes me sick. Most of us are in true crime here, or we came here for true crime. How many body cam videos and interrogation videos have you seen with parents whose children have gotten into their stash? And that is terrifying. I cannot. All right, let's get into the dangers here.
Wait.
It's time. I cannot. All right, let's get.
Train staff to refuse service to obviously intoxicated persons, or maybe pregnant persons. I wonder if that's in there.
Get into the dangers here. It's time. That's my fake typing sound, but I don't know, it kind of added context. I use the phone, so I had to add it. So I asked, can you give me a list of potential dangerous side effects of mixing kratom with alcohol? Mixing kratom with alcohol is highly dangerous and potentially life-threatening because both substances fundamentally alter the central nervous system, CNS. While alcohol acts strictly as a CNS dependent, kratom behaves unpredictably, acting as a stimulant at low doses and an opioid-like sedative at higher doses. So, oh my God, the AI got concerned about me and I think they were going to call 911 or something. We got to be careful. But I'm going to read what came next. So I basically asked for an AI overview of what would happen if you mixed kratom and alcohol. No, it is not safe. Mixing kratom and alcohol is highly dangerous because both substances fundamentally alter your nervous system, aka CNS. When taken together, they amplify each other's side effects, creating an unpredictable environment that heavily strains your brain, respiratory system, and vital organs. Data compiled by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and National Poison Control Centers show that the vast majority of kratom-related overdose deaths involve polydrug use, with alcohol being one of the most common co-ingested substances. Well, damn. Next, we have some key health dangers. Severe respiratory depression. Kratom contains active alkaloids, like whatever, that bind to I don't know. I'm not good with these big.
Yeah, I saw her do that, Holly. She asked about does CPS care, because Brittany literally said that it's legal, that CPS already told them it's all good. So no, just like they don't care so much about whether it's legal or not. They care about the effects on the person taking it and the people around them and their environment. That's what they care about. If it's causing a problem, just like alcohol, I will say again, if there's a problem with a substance being used, no matter what the fuck it is, yes, CPS are bothered by your impairment. Yeah, and yeah, exactly.
Big words, but it's kind of crazy. And then the next one is extreme sedation and blackouts. I mean, that sounds scary. The combination forces a profound state of drowsiness, confusion, and loss of motor coordination. This drastically spikes your risk for sudden falls, motor vehicle accidents, and blackouts. Next, acute liver toxicity. Both alcohol and kratom are heavily metabolized by the liver. Okay, see, it's a lot. I think you guys get the point. It's scary, it's gross, and then we come on to the gastrointestinal distress. And my whole thing is there's kids in this household, and this is all going on. This is scary. Again, this is not some sort of, hey, call CPS. Please do not. There is clearly already a case going on. I think we know that by now. Do not call CPS. Do not. Just don't. Please. We will get to some more links in a second that are going to be helpful for those who may be interested in reaching out for help. Whether you're a family member of an addict or whether you are an addict yourself and you may be needing help, all the links are in the description and I will post them here as well. Thank you guys for being here today. This was a lot and, well, it's a lot for me, but I do it for a reason. Education is important. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Take care. So thank you, TPE, for making this. I appreciate you
Here's a link to that video. Please go give her a like. Consider supporting her channel. Let's see. Okay. So I think that was, yeah. You know that's a new thing. The legs being casted, that's a new thing. Anything she is doing, good to see you, honey. I hope you're well. Anything she's doing is she's not going to do shit unless she's absolutely forced to. That's just how she is. That's called addiction. It's the consequences of addiction. Absolutely. So in here is, I'm sure you've probably seen it, but we'll read it anyway. Angela's post last night. Let's see. You have a quote where. What does mandatory reporter mean to you? I ask this because in some states, every person is a mandatory reporter. To me, I'm in Wisconsin. Not everyone is a mandated reporter here. So I don't know what that means. What I understand it to mean is, people like nurses, teachers, doctors, anyone that, it's there. If you're a mandated reporter, it is your obligation to report anything that is a danger, I believe, to children, or that is, see something, say something, basically. It's the long story short. Yeah. I'm not going to even speculate, but especially when it comes to children, though. But anyways, here Angela says, every time BJ comes online and says the CPS worker is telling her all this information, she's basically telling you the CPS is breaking the law. There is strict confidentiality mandated by law. She's not even supposed to be telling anything she discussed with her caseworker. CPS operates under strict confidentiality guidelines. Here are key points to consider. Confidentiality. CPS maintains confidentiality regarding the identity of the reporter and specific details of the case as mandated by law. Notification. You will be informed if a report has been made against you, but not the specifics. Investigation process. CPS can explain the general process of how investigations are conducted, but not the particulars of your case. Rights of parents. Parents have rights during the investigation, including the right to legal representation. Support services. CPS may provide information about available support services for families involved. So, yeah. The pinned message is, in the live she did last night, she said CPS was at her house today, and in today's live, she said they were there Thursday. So what day were they there, Beach? I think she's lying. She also insinuated last week that CPS came with the most egregious allegations, and she and Craig passed their drug tests last week, when BJ also said that about their hair follicle test. In my opinion, she's a fucking liar. Both days, because they come out and then they have to come back a week later. In North Carolina, a mandated reporter is every adult because the state has a unique universal reporting law where any person 18 or older who suspects child abuse, neglect, or dependency must report it. That's allegedly conspiracy, whatever. Hey, screenshot this. She's got it. Yeah, getting ahead of it. I think that's part of her. Yeah, I think that's part of her plan. She's just trying to get ahead of someone calling over last night's stream. I agree with that. I thought so. There is no way they are telling her it's a female from this state. No fucking way. Yeah, it's a female from California. Shut up. Yeah, she said she discussed the Siders case with her caseworker, but they're stretched so thin over there, and they're short on resources, and it's such a waste of resources, and their time is so valuable that she sat and talked about the Sider case with them. Shut the entire fuck up. Also, a caseworker cannot tell you if the call came from school, police department, doctor, or specific geographic location or state, because doing so could indirectly reveal who reported you, like she lied and said they told her. She's going to get someone fired with her lies. She doesn't care about anyone else. She just needs to keep her paycheck, supporters, enablers thinking it's the most horrific things are happening to her, and she hasn't done anything to deserve it. She can make them believe her lies. She can't make them believe her lies. They won't keep supporting two unemployed, almost 40-year-olds and their offspring. Yeah. So they would never mention another case. For an emergency worker, they wouldn't even tell the parents' name or where they live, just the specifics of the child's needs. So, all right. So that's that. All right, kids. She doesn't care though. She's in hi Sunflower. I didn't say hello to you. Yeah, she just doesn't care. She doesn't think anything through. She has no forward thinking, so it's she doesn't care. She doesn't think there's going to be consequences for anybody, including herself. So yeah, there'll always be a sucker. There's the sucker coming around. Oh yeah, here. Here, let me play that. Hold on. I'm gonna play a song for you. Oops. This is from Women's Warrior, aka Deafening Silence. And it's amazing. So there's no video with it. It's just a song, so it'll just look black. But it's a really good song. So
I am heroine. I destroy homes, I tear families apart. I take your children, and that's just the start. I'm more costly than diamonds, more precious than gold. The sorrow I bring is a sight to behold. If you need me, remember I'm easily found. I live all around you in schools and in towns. I live with the rich, I live with the poor. I live down the street and maybe next door. I'm made in a lab, but not like you think. I can be made under the kitchen sink, in your child closet, and even in the woods. If this scares you to death, well it certainly should. I have many names, but there's one you know best. I'm sure you've heard of me, my name is Heroine. My power is awesome, try me you'll see. But if you do, you may never break free. Just try me once and I might let you go, but try me twice and I'll own your soul. When I possess you, you'll steal and you'll lie. You do what you have to just to get high. The crimes you'll commit from my narcotic charms will be worth the pleasure you'll feel in your arms. You'll lie to your mother, you'll steal from your dad. When you see their tears, you should feel sad, but you'll forget your morals and how you were raised. I'll be your conscience, I'll teach you my ways. I take kids from parents and parents from kids. I turn people from God and separate friends. I'll take everything from you, your looks and your pride. I'll be with you always, right by your side. You'll give up everything, your family, your home, your friends, your money, then you'll be alone. I'll take and take till you have nothing more to give. When I'm finished with you, you'll be lucky to live. If you try me, be warned, this is no game. If given a chance, I'll drive you insane. I'll ravish your body, I'll control your mind. I'll own you completely, your soul will be mine. The nightmares I'll give you while lying in bed, the voices you'll hear from inside your head, the sweats, the shakes, the visions you'll see. I want you to know these are all gifts from me. But then it's too late, and you'll know in your heart that you are mine, and we shall not part. You'll regret that you tried me, they always do, but you came to me, not I to you. You knew this would happen many times, you were told, but you challenged my power and chose to be bold. You could have said no and just walked away. If you could live that day over now, what would you say? I'll be your master, you will be my slave. I'll even go with you when you go to your grave. Now that you have met me, what will you do? Will you try me or not? It's all up to you. I can bring you more misery than words can tell. Come take my hand, let me lead you to hell. Hold up, before you go to hell. I am recovery, listen up. Although everything said is true, it's a lifelong battle. It never leaves, but we recover. No need to rattle. With grit, focus, and sheer determination, we rise. We do recover, live, and prove before your eyes. Check out my last Hope channel. Recovery support so fine, run by people who walk the recovery road, been through the grind. They help families and friends too. They lift them high. They support them so they can support you. Reach for the sky.
So that, I love it. I love it. Love that song. That was Deafening Silence. Her link here, I'll put it one more time in the chat. Here. She's available to make music for people too. So head on over, and she's also got a buy me a coffee link on her channel. So if you, be the parent you needed. That's a good yes. Yes. So, yes, very powerful. She's got great stuff. Great stuff. So yeah, Women's Warrior is Deafening Silence. She has 2 channels. So, all right, guys, my work is done here this morning. I appreciate you guys being amazing in the chat, being respectful, and kind. And yes, where's that comment from Wee Jenny? No matter how bad it seems, you can recover. Just reach out a hand for help. If anyone needs help finding resources, my contact information is in my channel description, and I'm on Twitter, I'm in Discord, everything's open, my email, everything. So if anyone needs help finding resources, I can help you with that, or I'll get you in the right direction. Okay. All right, kids, you guys, I will see you around. Have an amazing Sunday. Whoops, I clicked out of that. And be careful out on them streets, okay? Don't be an asshole. And I love yous.
Sweet Southern Belle, praise the Lord, big heart, open, wallet's wide. New baby, 3 weeks old, nobody seen a scandal, dollars rolling in the tide. No makeup cam, lost her glasses, squinting hard, but she still sees the super chats fly. Falling asleep on live, hold please, just a second, wig fun, glasses fun, diapers on the side. Craig drunk in the back, misogynist babble, thinking he's God's gift tonight. Fuck off, Angela, lying bitch. Hold on, new phone, new TV, still no kitchen. God's gonna get you, just you wait and see. DJ Masters in liary, fighter pigeon flapping in the ring. 90 pounds of I don't do that fuck shit, they them, that's her thing. Kick rocks, you idiot, she's not sleeping, it's asthma, live strong. 1 hour mod calls, y'all see a Sam screenshot singing long. Griff cheated, liar beats, liary, drama queen of the crema scene. Replays everybody's work, no credit marks for boots on the ground, falls asleep on missing teens. Drive, they can come, woman always appreciated, never expected, but hurt when the money ain't can't even be seen. Pot call it kettle black, labels call out trolls and haters. But once you see, you can't unsee the scheme. Fuck off, Angela, lying bitch. Prove it. Hold on, new phone, new TV, still no kitchen. Who knew it? Blue sideboard, I gave birth allegedly. God's gonna get ya, God's gonna get ya. We need Jesus, Christ Almighty. We need Jesus, grift is real. Oh, please, let me see. Seven bill my ass. Praise the Lord and pass the purse. We need Jesus Christ. God's gonna get ya, allegedly. Fiddle screams, chat goes nuclear.